Hey, this is Dr. K. This is our second to last movie. I want to say thank you again so much to Brady for all the editing that he does. So a few things have been on my mind just in regards to kind of some inquiries about being a chemist. One inquiry I got was from a young woman in California who wondered about being a chemistry major and what colleges look for in terms of undergraduates. What's really important to me is that you have a curiosity and an inner motivation to think about different scientific issues, think about different questions, and are really just enthusiastic about learning. Chemistry is a great jumping off point for public policy, public health, law, business, being a doctor. Those are all postgraduate programs where a chemistry background would be really helpful. Having a double major, she kind of asked about that too, would be good if kind of the classes overlap and if it keeps you kind of balanced and happy. A sophomore college student also asked me questions about becoming a chemistry major, and she is currently studying a humanities kind of major and wants to switch because she's very curious and interested in a specific disease. First of all, I think that's great. I think if you have an end game in mind and you have a very clear direction that you want to take, then switching and being curious about that is both thumbs up. In terms of things to just be worried about, it might take a little work to get your math skills up to par. Some of the concepts are just kind of applying ratios and math to simple problems, but once you can get the pattern, you're fine. And so I think that the good things about chemistry is that there's a lot of pattern recognition, there's a little bit of memorization, and so it's a good major in terms of getting you into studying kind of more complex topics because you learn how to really kind of work through that scientific method of inquiry. And also, like, switching from a humanities major is great. I love well-rounded people. I think that they are a benefit to my life. The things that I've been interested in that aren't science have also been a benefit to my life in terms of being a better communicator of science and a better thinker in general. So those two students were really fun to talk to be able to answer their questions and kind of give them some pointers on chemistry. In that, just be creative, be brave about what you're doing, work hard and be dedicated, and also just use the support from your peers to kind of make sure you stay on top of the material. So the last inquiry that I got was kind of secondhand, and this is something that hits a little bit deeper to home, is a little bit more concerning. So those first two students were kind of like, college, what do I do about college? How do I get in college? And this last one is kind of like, what do I do after college? So this particular student is like doing really well, applied to postgraduate schools, had some big aspirations and dreams. Along the end of the senior year, found herself married. I mean, this is a story we know about. This is a story that happens to many people across all types of cultures. What do you do when your life seems to be taking a different pathway from the initial pathway that you chose when you didn't have someone else in it? So, I mean, I've thought about this a lot. This is something that also, you know, sometimes comes up in my life. And the strongest feelings in my heart and the best advice I can give you is that if you have a plan A and someone wants to make that plan A plan B, and you feel like you should, like you feel obligated to move plan A to plan B, but you don't really want to, I would stick with plan A. It breaks my heart when people put their dreams and aspirations on a shelf because they don't want to critically think about how to kind of fit that plan A with new people in it. I know it's a really personal decision, and I know I'm going to offend probably some people by saying these things, but I feel like it's okay and it's allowed to have strong desires and strong dreams that you're excited about. And even if it's going to make life more difficult for two people, the strength that you find from being joyfully employed and happily excited about your careers is more support than you'd be able to give if you become resentful or sad that you didn't pursue your dreams. And also, dreams are going to be harder to pursue after you leave them for 5 or 10 years. That's just kind of how it is. And I think things are getting better for supporting women who have all these different life paths to kind of think about how they make it in. For men, it's always been a lot easier. I mean, they can choose a career objective and just kind of like go, 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 go. No life happens where they have to be gone for, say, 3 months, if you get what I'm saying. I would encourage strongly to continue to follow your dreams, to be very critical about whether or not the people that you bring into your life are as excited about you as a whole package deal. Your dreams, your aspirations, your creativity, your enthusiasm, All of those things are what you bring to your life path, and having someone come on board should mean that they're as excited about you and all those things together and not worried about what it's going to happen in terms of how they wanted their life to look like. And from this perspective, I get it. I get it that it sounds really selfish in terms of what we think we should be doing as women. We think we should be putting ourselves on kind of the back burner in order to help other people move forward. And that works really well for some people. Some people don't feel like that's a thing that they are resentful about. But other people do feel like that's just something they're obligated to do, and why couldn't there be a different way for them to creatively pursue their dreams and do all these other things in life? You can't have it all at the same time, but there are many more creative ways to do things these days than there used to be in the past. Bottom line, in this murky, sticky water, is if plan A is to be something amazing, come to terms with the fact that that's who you are as a person. Come to terms with the fact that that's going to be a little bit harder, but also realize that those are things that make you who you are, and hopefully you have the strength and the bravery to be creative about how to fit them in with the rest of your life. So, strong words from someone who has forged that path. Best of luck to all 3 women who contacted me. Best of luck to their lives and their pursuits, and best of luck to you all in November. I hope it's a great month. It was a great month, and that Thanksgiving is really great. Okay, see you next month. Bye.